Wednesday receives a sack over the head in the third episode. She's surrounded by masked men. She realizes Bianca is their masked leader, and the teens, including Xavier, Yoko, and Ajax, reveal their true identities. Rowan was apparently kicked out of the Nightshades. The students resurrected the Nightshades Society, which had been disbanded 30 years before when a normie child was murdered. Xavier begs Bianca to let Wednesday join the group, but she refuses, and Wednesday frees herself. Larissa Weems, principal, announces the annual Outreach Day, in which never more students volunteer in the community. Wednesday has been assigned to an antique store. The others have started working at Pilgrim World. Larissa reveals that she volunteered to play cello with the Jericho High School marching band on Wednesday after being impressed with her performance previously. The students arrive in town to participate in the outreach festivities. Wednesday shows Xavier the drawing made by Rowan's mother. He reveals that the pilgrim she is standing next to is Jericho's founder, Joseph Crackstone. Rowan, according to Xavier, is still alive. Noble Walker, the mayor of Jericho, directs Sheriff Galpin to track down the bear who is murdering Jericho residents. Wednesday persuades Enid to switch Outreach Day location with her. Enid and Ajax will volunteer at the creepy antique shop, and Wednesday will visit Pilgrim World. Enid is content as long as she is with Ajax. Wednesday reunites with Eugene and the others as their guide. Arlene teaches them about Pilgrim World. Wednesday wants to learn more about Joseph Crackstone. Eugene, Bianca, and the other students settle into self-edge under Arlene's watchful eye on Wednesday. The antique taxidermy shop irritates Enid and Ajax. Connie, the proprietor, instructs them to brush out the tangles on the rodents. Wednesday tells German tourists about the violent history of Jericho and Joseph Crackstone in German. She refers to racist colonizers who massacred and stole from indigenous people. They all flee after she scares them away. Eugene encounters his usual bullies, who mock him for eating fudge. They imprison him after he vomits fudge all over the ringleader. Wednesday steps in and punches the bully. At the cafe, Larissa talks with Mayor Walker. Marilyn overhears the principal contributing to the mayor's campaign. Larissa then requests that Marilyn keep an eye on Wednesday. Wednesday cleans Eugene up and tells her that he reminds her of her brother Pugsley. Eugene admits to having no friends. Using his retainer, he assists her in breaking into the Joseph Crackstone Museum. She wishes to examine the artifacts and discovers a painting of the blonde Wednesday version, as well as a book titled Codex Umbrum, but it is a replica from Etsy. Arlene catches her and reprimands her. Xavier and Wednesday later reunite at the coffee shop. She's actually there to talk to Tyler, which irritates Xavier. He warns her not to spend any more time with Tyler. Wednesday inquires about Joseph Crackstone's property. He tells her that the original meeting house is in the woods. He warns her about the ruins and how they attract homeless people and drug addicts. Enid tells Ajax she wants him to ask her out on a date, which he does. While at the dilapidated building in the woods, Wednesday and Thing come across a homeless man. While Wednesday explores the area, Thing lures the homeless man away. She is then struck by a vision and goes back in time 400 years. It turns out that the blonde girl she met before is known as Goody Adams. Joseph Crackstone towers over her. He accuses her of witchcraft and sentences her to death in a barn with other outcasts, including her mother. They're all tied to the floor. Joseph sets fire to the barn. Goody tries to free her mother, but she begs her to let her go. She enters via trapdoor. Goody rushes up to Wednesday and declares that Joseph will not stop his crusade until he has killed them all. Joseph declares that she will not be able to flee. Wednesday then awakens and recounts what she witnessed. She then notices the monster's eye, runs into the rain, and notices how the monster's footprints transform back into human. Xavier is present. He believes Wednesday is correct about Rowan's death because he has received strange text messages from him. They discuss Wednesday's psychic abilities. Victor Thorpe, Xavier's famous father, is also a psychic. Wednesday is advised not to believe what she sees. Visions are based on emotions rather than logic. Wednesday, on the other hand, does not listen to him because she wants to prevent tragedies from occurring. Everyone gathers in the town square for the unveiling of a new statue honoring Joseph Crackstone. While the mayor and Larissa announce the statue, Wednesday performs an instrumental version of Fleetwood Mac's Don't Stop with the Jericho Marching Band. Thing strikes a match in order to cause a commotion. As the crowd disperses, the statue is blown up. Larissa chastises Wednesday and labels her a troublemaker. She warns her that she's on shaky ground, but she insists that her hands are clean. Wednesday chastises Larissa for failing to recognize the racist truths upon which Jericho was founded. Larissa admits she lacks sufficient evidence, but she is keeping a close eye on Wednesday. Enid is getting ready for her date with Ajax. Eugene goes outside to investigate. Marilyn sneaks into the Nightshade's secret lair. Ajax accidentally turns himself into stone while showering when the towel he draped over the mirror slips and he sees his reflection. Enid believes Ajax has dumped her and destroys the bus. Larissa sets fire to a yearbook page featuring Morticia. Valerie Kinbot creates clothing for taxidermed animals. Tyler screams as he lies at the bottom of a full bathtub. Xavier emerges from a barn, his neck crashed. When Sheriff Galpin and his team arrive at the dilapidated forest ruins, they discover the homeless man has died. They come across footage on his camera. Galpin examines the photos after developing them and sees the killers face a monster born of nightmares.